How the fuck does Black Lives Matter when you don't even matter yourself? You got more so-called conscious niggas putting their people to sleep than the goddamn white man. But yet y'all running around talking about the white man is the problem. No, you the problem, goddamn it. If you a melanated being and you got soul, then act like it. All right, Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor. I'm back at y'all again. I'm here in Iowa. It's beautiful out here today. I'm coming down here. I don't know what park I'm in. I'm somewhere, but we come here today to answer some questions. So I have someone who's going to ask questions and I'm going to answer. Go ahead.
Okay, so King, as a single woman in the conscious community, should I be careful in the information that I'm receiving, just due to some conscious people maybe plotting or maybe doing this for their own agenda? I just want to know, as a young lady, am I supposed to resonate with my own soul, anything that anyone is providing information on?
Well, number one, information from another person cannot awaken you. As I've stated before, you have information already pre-encoded inside of your soul. So if you are taking information from another person, and depending upon that information, if you take information from another person, and it's information that does not have nothing to do with your bloodline, your spiritual bloodline, then what you're doing is you have a melting pot inside of you. You have entities that live inside of you. So what you're doing is you create genetically modified information with the other information that's already pre-encoded inside of your DNA. What's for somebody else is not for you. Everything is not for everybody. You get what I'm saying? It's like I tell everybody, you know, just because you got a black face don't mean that you in kinship to the next black face. Because you have black face with minds that's European, which is the most destructive being on the third dimension. You get what I'm saying? So again, sometimes you have to wait until certain DNA structures or particles awaken inside of you. And people say, how does that happen? We just sit back and don't learn? You learn every single day. Every time there's a paradigm shift going on within the universe, there's something in your neural melanin that is allowing you to be able to become consciousness. Because melanin is consciousness. It's a part of your soul. So therefore, the time zone that you are in replicates who you are. You are an imitation of who you are in the next life or who you were in a past life. You get what I'm saying? So no, all information is not for you. It's just like religion. Religion is not for you. Why? Because it's genetically modified information. It's something that a man made up. It's not spiritual. Anything is spiritual comes from nature. You don't see eagles reading books or going to church, but yet they don't practice homosexuality. They don't have wars. They don't have politics. They don't pass laws. They just live from day to day. You get what I'm saying? We like to follow leaders. You get what I'm saying? Like Farrakhan. I know people like, well, why you keep talking about Farrakhan? Because you have to understand and understand this right here. I came through the Nation of Islam, but I didn't stay there to the point where I follow a man or worship a man who put his pants on just like I do. You get what I'm saying? We have to be able to, if we're going to go into systems or temples, we have to be able to go into these systems, take out of these systems what we need for our soul, and then graduate into other universe cities, because the universe is a city. That's the greatest college you can attend. People ask me, what book should I read? Go into nature. The bird can tell you a million things about yourself. You get what I'm saying? You don't see the eagle and the crow hanging out with each other, but yet they don't call each other racist, but they both birds. You get what I'm saying? They don't know that they're birds. We attach that title to them. They're not politicians. You get what I'm saying? But they cater to each other's needs. Self-preservation. They take care of their children, they get up out of their nest. You get what I'm saying? I think the worst thing that can happen is the word family. Because family is worse than religion. Family has a lot of obligation ingredients in it. Why do I say that? Because when you are looking to family, you can stagnate yourself from reaching your destination. What do I mean by that? When you come into this world, you already have a destination already included within your soul. Your soul is your roadmap. A lot of people trying to get somewhere physically, and it really don't matter where you go. You get what I'm saying? It's all about where you're going mentally, because everything is in the mind. Your mind is your own universe. You get what I'm saying? The greatest map that you can have, or the greatest information that you can find, is within yourself. But since we came out of the womb and we get introduced into systems, now we like to follow genetically modified information. Again, what happens when you eat genetically modified foods? You become sick. This is why black people, so-called black people today, are sick. You get what I'm saying? I don't cater to black, white, Chinese, none of you. Like, again, because you got some black devils out here who will do some shit worse to you than the fucking white devil. You know what I mean? So what we need to do is we need to create our own forecast. When I say forecast, we need to brainstorm about who we are, because we're trying to figure out, does Black lives matter? No, Black lives don't matter if you don't matter first. You come first. That's the laws of nature. You supposed to come first. You get what I'm saying? So yeah.
My next question is I plan to give childbirth, and I'm wondering if it might be important that I think about the location I want to have my child, because in learning some new information, I really don't wish to have it in any hospital. Would it be suggested that I look to other ways, and if so, what's your perspective on that?
I'm glad you touched on that, because the question, again, right back to nature. What hospital does the lion go to, or the lioness go to? What hospital does the bird and the ants go to when they give birth? Which hospital? You get what I'm saying? So the thing is, which hospital did your ancestors give birth to? And kemet, since we want to talk about kemet, which really don't have nothing to do with us today, because we can talk about the pyramids all we want. I'm going to get back to your question. We can talk about the pyramids all we want, but where's your pyramid? We still piggybacking off of something that an ancestor did, but you weren't there to do it. Bunch of lazy niggas. You get what I'm saying? Just call it how it is. But the thing is, when you are giving birth, you must understand and understand that the first person that touch your child, that's the energy that's going to resonate with your child. So if you're giving birth to if you're giving birth into the hands of a European, then again, you must understand that the Europeans' hands, their cells are more thinner than ours. So their nucleus can intercept your energy and suck the energy of your child. Now your child comes out being a half-breeded person, because when you touch somebody, you could genetically modify the physiological system of the person that you touch. And because Europeans have thin skin and thin cells, they can intercept a lot of stuff through your aura. This is why they like touching our hair, feeling your skin. Oh, you nice, I love your hair. You get what I'm saying? Because they intercept the energy, electromagnetic waves. We produce a non-etheric rhythm within our body structure. We are surrounded by a force field. So when you are giving birth, when you study the way that the European giving birth, they teach you to lay down on your back. But when you lay down on your back, your womb shifts, because your equilibrium flows from north to south. So if you laying down to give birth, your equilibrium will shift. And now it causes you to have depression. It shuts down the cerebral cortex of your brain. It shuts down the melanin part of your brain, which is your recorded system for your whole body. So therefore, when your systems are shut down, now your body is not operating in the capacity that it's supposed to be operating. So when you are giving birth, it is only natural that the baby comes out into something that it was in before it came out, which is water. You get what I'm saying? So the best way to give birth for the woman is to stand up in water and let your baby come out, because your equilibrium is still flowing up and down. You get what I'm saying? So that's the best way to do it.
Thank you.
So, we out here in Iowa today, and I will be at the mall tomorrow answering questions, doing Q&A, and giving away free literature and things of that nature. Again, we must stand up for ourselves. We must research for ourselves. We have to stop following systems. We've been following systems for over 60 years. The Nation of Islam is not going to free you, because if it was, then you would be free right now. We done had so many million-man marches. But yet, I know people in the Nation of Islam today that's hungry on the streets, and they sell papers for Farrakhan. I ain't down in the Nation of Islam. Again, I came through that portal to get to where I am today. But at the same time, how would Elijah Muhammad feel with Farrakhan sitting down with these major news stations? How would Elijah Muhammad feel with Father Flager following up, a motherfucking Jesuit priest following up behind Farrakhan, telling him what to do as far as spirituality, L. Ron Hubbard, Don X, and all this bullshit? No, you have to be for self. You came out of your mother's womb just like Farrakhan came out of his fucking mother's womb. So therefore, he has his own destiny, and you have your own destiny. Leaders are only put here for an imperialistic agenda. They are set up by your fucking government. That's our problem. Start following yourself, because it is only. This is why self-preservation has self as the precursor, because you are first. You came out of your mother's womb. It's only you looking back at yourself when you look in the mirror, and it's only you that's going to be able to psychologically fix yourself when you are broken down. We got to stop looking for counseling and psychology. These people are more crazy than you are. How the fuck you try to go look for help from counseling from these white motherfuckers when they fucked up their self? Y'all say, well, y'all fucked up too. Of course, we were brought from a geographical area, which is our planet of Africa, which is the fifth dimension, and we were brought into a portal that does not sustain our psychological function spiritually, physically, or mentally, nor does the foods. So now you are interacting with holographic energy or genetically modified energy, and your brain is coming into contact with this, and guess what's happening? You're not producing nothing. So now you are with energy that has no eggs. It's just like a woman. You can put a sperm in a woman, if she's not producing eggs, you can't have a child. The energy that you are coming into contact with right here in America today is not producing any type of egg energy for you to impregnate and to give birth to something that's going to be in your favor. You get what I'm saying? So with that much said, this is Black Science TV 111, Osei Kufuor. I'm out. Peace.